Now coming to the cavity of the larynx. So what are the cavities present in the larynx? First is the laryngeal inlet. So the inlet is found between the suprahyoid epiglottis. So this is the suprahyoid epiglottis anteriorly and two aryepiglottic fold posteriorly. So there is the aryepiglottic fold, which is the upper border of the quadrangular membrane in the anteriorly. So there is the aryepiglottic fold. This forms the inlet of the larynx. Vestibule of the larynx is the laryngeal cavity, is a part of the laryngeal cavity between the two quadrangular membranes. It is known as vestibule of the larynx. Rhima vestibuli is the space between the, or the cavity between the two false vocal cord, and the ventricle of the larynx is the sinus or Morgagni of the larynx, is the part of the cavity between the false vocal cord above and the true vocal cord below. So this is known as the ventricle of the larynx. Ventricle of the larynx, externally or laterally, they form a sac known as saccule of the larynx, which is filled by mucus and the glands, so also known as oil can of the larynx. Now the space between the two true vocal cord, that is the upper free border of the conus elasticus or cricovocal membrane, forms the rhima glottis, and the subglottic is the space between the glottis, below the glottis, between the two cricovocal membrane and the cricoid cartilage. Two cricovocal membrane and the cricoid cartilage is known as the subglottic space. So once we can also tell that 1 centimeter below the true vocal cord, at the lower border of the cricoid cartilage, forms the subglottic space. It is narrow in case of children. Now coming to the parts of the larynx. So what are the parts of the larynx? The supraglottic part, glottic part, and subglottic part. I have told about the subglottic part. Now the glottic part is the narrowest portion of the larynx. Is the narrowest part of the larynx in case of adult. In children, it is the narrowest portion. Is the subglottic part. Glottis at the level of the true vocal cord, and glottis lies at the level of true vocal cord. Okay, so what are the components of the glottis? Anterior commissure. I have told that anterior commissure by Broyles ligament forms the anterior commissure, where the cricovocal membrane is attached anteriorly to the thyroid that angle, okay, in the thyroid membrane. So it is the anterior commissure. Now the true vocal cord is found anterior 2/3 of the upper free border of the cricovocal membrane and posterior 1/3 of the vocal process of the arytenoid. The anterior 2/3 is the membranous part and posterior 1/3 is the cartilaginous space, because arytenoid cartilage is cartilage. Arytenoid is the cartilage. So anterior 2/3 is membranous part of the true vocal cord and posterior 1/3 is the cartilaginous part of the true vocal cord. The average length of the vocal cord is approximately 23 mm. Now the posterior commissure. Posterior commissure is when the vocal process of the arytenoid along with the interarytenoid area. Vocal process of the arytenoid along the interarytenoid area forms the posterior commissure. So these three together forms the glottic portion. Now what are the structures above the glottic? Supraglottic. Supraglottic is above the true vocal cord, forms the supraglottic. That means epiglottis, arytenoid, quadrangular membrane, ventricles, and the that is the space between the two false vocal cord, false vocal cord and the true vocal cord is known as the ventricle, and even the false vocal cord together forms with saccules together forms the supraglottic region. Okay. So these are the parts of the larynx. Larynx is basically covered by stratified squamous epithelium, ciliated stratified squamous, pseudostratified columnar epithelium tissue, ciliated to pseudostratified columnar epithelium tissue, except the true vocal cord, lingual surface of the this is the lingual surface. This is the lingual surface and the upper part of the laryngeal surface of the epiglottis and the upper part of the aryepiglottic fold. These are the lined by stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Now the lymphatic drainage, the supraglottic part drains into the cervical, upper and middle deep cervical group of lymph node, and subglottic into the lower deep cervical group of lymph node. Glottis has no lymphatic system. So carcinoma of the glottis has least lymphatic metastasis. So the prognosis is very good. Best prognosis if the carcinoma is present in the glottis region. So this is all about the larynx, parts of the larynx, the spaces of the larynx, cavity of the larynx. Thank you.